today. First and foremost, we always like to give praise and honor to the God of Israel, of our forefathers, of Abraham, of Isaac, and Jacob. Our God of Israel is Jesus. We're going to get to the lesson. I had some video, but I had some technical difficulties. But we're going to roll with it anyway. Yes, sir. The title of the message is The Times of the End. The Times of the End.
Good one.
Brothers and sisters, we're going through a time that the whole world is basically don't have a clue of what's going on. And this book gives us a way out, or a way of escape, or a way of protection. And it's like a roadmap, but you have to read it in order to know how to get to the destination. And in these times of the end, as we are already in, we got to make sure that we be in the right place at the right time at the end. And this end is nothing to play with, nothing to play with at all. And I want to make sure that we understand through these Bible studies about how to protect ourselves and how to notice when the end is coming. So I put this lesson together to keep our mind refreshed, keep our mind fresh on the end, because a lot of stuff is going on in the world today. So many people got much concern about money, so much concern about jobs, so much concern about house payments, bills, but they really not concerned about the end time, which we are already up on. And all the stuff that you're worried about pretty much gonna be burnt up. And if you ain't in the right place at the right time, you might be burnt up or killed or hurt really bad. So this lesson is put together to make sure you understand what you are supposed to be doing. We're gonna start with Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1. That's off the script. Okay. Zephaniah chapter 1. And I just want to make sure we understand what we're supposed to be doing as a people, so we won't get caught up in this time of trouble. So we're going to look at something right here. It wasn't on the script, but I see where it needs to be said something about. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. When you get it, brother, go ahead.
The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hastens greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
He said the great day is hastening, meaning that it's hurried up upon us. And we got to make sure that we understand the events that's going to unfold. Go ahead.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
This is a day of distress that is going to come upon this earth. If you don't understand how to be in the wilderness, as we're going to cover a little bit on this, you're going to be in a place where things are going to start attacking you. I'm not just talking about people, I'm talking about animals too. So this is what God wants us to understand. Make sure we zero in on his scriptures so we can be protected. Go ahead.
A day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high tower.
Yes, sir.
And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Ooh, that's pretty deep. Your blood poured out as dust, and your flesh like dung. We know what dung is. Waste, doo-doo. And so we can make kids and older people understand. Go ahead.
Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them, in the day of the Lord's wrath.
See what he said right here? Not your money. Your money can't deliver you. So why are you fussing? Why are you stressing over trying to keep this money? It can't deliver you. All the people that got the wealth in the world, the Bill Gates, the Michael Jordans, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z, I mean, all the celebrities who think they got protection because they got money, it can't protect them on this day. It's going to be about your knowledge, your mind, of what God sees in you, so you can get to the place of protection.
That's right.
He said, neither their silver nor gold shall be able to deliver them.
Yes.
That's powerful, man. Because most people cherish money like more than they cherish their life.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
The whole land?
The whole land.
Understand what he said. We're going to see all this stuff, but it's going to be a place of protection for us. It's going to be devoured all around us. But it ain't going to come to us who are in the place of safety. Go ahead.
For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
I mean, he's going to kill them all. We know from scripture the blood going to come up to the horse's bridle. This is the stuff you need to know. Instead of coming to church and want to fellowship, come to learn. Nothing wrong with that, but you got to get your head straight. Because your head been messed up all these 6 days. Because how I know? Because my head messed up all these 6 days. Now I come in the house of the Lord to try to understand so I can get back on track. This is what it's for. Like I said, title of the message, the time of the end. We got to know this. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. I mean, it's going to come on these people suddenly. Because these pastors inside these churches are not preaching it because it's not a popular message. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, we'll start at verse 1. And this is what we got to learn. We got to make sure we are attentive to God's scriptures. So many things out there in the world that distract us. And these times we're living in are the end. Are the end. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. Go ahead.
But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's to people who really not paying attention of the end time. It's going to come on them like a thief. We don't know when the thief's going to come and rob us. It's sudden. It takes you by surprise. But the people that are reading and understanding, they know exactly the events, what's about to happen to be in the right place.
Right.
Go ahead.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
Yes, sir.
as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
He said, when they're talking about peace, see right now, the world ain't talking about peace right now. Everybody up in uproar because of what the president doing, because of these different type of nations are getting their house in order with these nuclear weapons. But it's going to come a time when everybody going to get on the same accord, and it's going to be peace for a minute. And what did this script say? Go ahead.
But ye, brethren, are not in darkness.
No. Go back to verse 3.
Okay. For when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them.
He says, suddenly, destruction going to come upon you.
That's right.
So that's a clue. When they start talking about peace, everybody peaceful. You be watching for the boom. Sudden destruction gonna come. That's when Papa gonna go over in Jerusalem, which is the Pope. He gonna set up shop over there and build a third temple, and everything gonna be smooth. Then all of a sudden, bang! That's when the sudden destruction gonna hit. When Armageddon gonna start. When the tribulation gonna start. 3.5 years up. Go ahead.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
You know, most women understand that. You don't know when that labor pain gonna hit when you about to have birth. All of a sudden, bam, the water break and here come the pain. If you knew what time that was, you would be in the hospital waiting on the doctor to give you that epidural, right? So you can get away from that pain. But he's using a woman in her pregnancy to show you how quick this pain will come unexpectedly. A woman don't know when she's going into labor. She don't know. Just like most of the world is not going to know when this sudden destruction gonna hit because the pastors are not teaching them. They teaching them about the third temple. They're not teaching them about the wilderness. None of that.
That's right, bro.
So it's gonna be sudden destruction on them. Then they're gonna be like, why? They're gonna be running, killing these pastors too now. Cause they done heard some of the people like me and you and all the Israelites. Your brother tried to tell you, why you ain't listen? Or your sister tried to tell you why you ain't listen. They're gonna be hunting them jokers down. Go ahead, David.
Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
We ain't in darkness. We know. We understand. When these events happening, hey, it's time to pack up. It's time to roll out. Time to go. Go ahead.
Ye are all the children of light,
Mm-hmm.
and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness.
When you say you children of the light, meaning you got understanding.
That's right.
You got understanding. You read the script. You read the book. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others,
Mm-hmm.
but let us watch and be sober.
He's not talking about sleeping in a bed. He's talking about your thinking is sleep. He's not talking about alcohol so much. He's talking about your mind being sober, meaning that you understand the events that are about to happen. Go ahead.
For they that sleep, sleep in the night,
Mm-hmm.
and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Meaning that they don't have no understanding whether they sleep or drunk. That can be literal or that can be spiritual. Either way, twofold prophecy. Go ahead.
But let us, who are of the day, be sober,
Mm-hmm.
putting on the breastplate of faith and love,
Yes, sir.
and for in heaven the hope of salvation.
So we equip ourselves with the breastplate of faith and love. Love is the commandments. We equip ourselves. The breastplate meaning that we walk by protection of that law. God will protect us. He will take care of us as long as we follow his scriptures and his word.
That's right.
That's our breastplate. Breastplate is something that protects you. Protects you. Go ahead.
For God has not appointed us to wrath,
Mm-hmm.
but to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ.
So he pointed us to wrath. When all this stuff going on around us, be able to shake it off. Somebody cussing you out, persecuting you, stealing from you. Don't get all crazy and start wanting to go kill somebody. Because these are the end times. They're going to take stuff from you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to try to hurt you. They're going to do all this stuff to you. But don't let that result to you getting yourself in trouble. Because somebody stole your shoes. Hey, go get another pair of shoes. Somebody stole your cell phone. This is the simple stuff. Folk will kill people over. Crazy stuff. Oh man, that's my cell phone. No, oh, that's my shoes. Man, whatever. Don't get yourself jacked up. Even the book tell you that, hey, if he steal your hat, give him your coat. Give it to him. And that's hard for some people to let go now because they are so selfish. Very hard. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. Jesus talked about this time too. The times of the end. And I had my video set up, man. Had a lot of stuff I want to show, but hey, it's a reason for everything. So, pretty much every prophet, every apostle, disciple is talking about the same story, but in their day. So Matthew chapter 24, we're going to start at verse 1. Let's see how Christ talked about the end time, or the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple.
Yes, sir.
And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Jesus is giving them some history, some future prophecy. This was the time of 70 AD where he said he's going to tear down Solomon's temple. He's going to destroy it.
That's right.
They were just trying to show him, like, look at the beautiful temple. Look at it all. It almost give us a clue. Don't be sitting up there and look at my beautiful house. Look at my beautiful car. Look at all this. I'm going to live forever. We're going to stay in it. My kids, I'm going to pass it all the way down to my kids' kids. And the Lord telling us the same story. He's going to destroy all this stuff. People are connected to these things. You got to be able to drop it and leave them on a dime. He said, this temple shall be torn down. And it was torn down in 70 AD. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3. And as he sat up on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
And when you talking to about the end of the world, a lot of us ain't like the disciples. We don't want to know, because we having so much fun doing what we're doing. You got to know this because you get caught up in this world, you get caught up in the mess that's going to happen to this world. That's why you come to church, not just to fellowship, not just to see people. That's good, don't get me wrong, but you come here to learn how to save yourself. He said, tell us when the time, the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
And that's the first thing he said, take heed that no man deceive you.
That's right.
And these men that are going to church on Sunday are deceiving a lot of people. These women who telling us to go to church on the Sunday and claim that as the Sabbath day is deceiving a lot of people. This is how Christ recognizes people. He said in Isaiah chapter 56, he said, if you keep this day holy, I promise you, I will bring you to my holy mountain. And I'm banking on that. You should be too. I promise you. I said, God, I'm going to remind you of your word. Keep it. So I got an opportunity to come. But these men today tell you, oh, the Sabbath day being done away with. Jeff, you keeping that old law. All this stuff, you keeping that old law. I guarantee you want your wife to keep that old law too, right? No, I don't want to keep it. Okay, let me sleep with her. What? How you gonna sleep with my wife? You told me we don't have to keep it, so I ain't got to keep, thou shalt not commit adultery. See, you got to hit them at home so they understand something that's precious to them. But they want to try to write out the Sabbath day. And that's the most, to me, it's like, before God, like one of the most best commandments it is. The most one that he recognizes.
That's right.
It's precious to him. Well, go ahead.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
They're already doing that. Jesus said this, Jesus said that. Jesus. You can't read no script, but they tell you what Jesus said. And most people follow along, being respectful of a person. It's the end time. Go ahead. Yeah, skip to 15. Go ahead.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand.
Oh, but no, you're a New Testament Christian. You won't read Daniel. The Old Testament been done away with. That what the pastor in your Sunday church tell you.
That's right.
He said, whosoever read, let him understand. He wants you to understand something. Go ahead.
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
See, when they read that, they're like, that don't concern me. That's already happened.
Right.
It's future what he telling us. Read Daniel. To understand. Jump down to verse 21. We're going to get into that. Because these times of the end are very, very grievous. Go ahead.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
He said there's going to be a great tribulation, meaning a time of pain. a time of war, a time of, no movie can depict this. No movie, you can't find no movie that can depict what's about to hit this earth. But Preacher Pork Chop is taking it off the table. He don't want to scare you. Some of us need to be scared. Look at the streets, man. These cats ain't scared of none today. And it starts at home with the parents, and it starts in this pulpit right here with the preacher. You got to put the fear of God in people.
Yes.
They don't feel nothing. And this is what we have today. Nobody respecting anybody. This is the time of the end. Listen what God said, how deep this time of the end is. Go ahead.
Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
No flesh shall be saved. He said, I got to shorten them up because they won't be saved. Go ahead.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
The elect's sake. Who's the elect? Are you elect? Ask the jokers in the church. Yeah, I'm blessed and highly favored. What day you go to church on? Sunday. You ain't no elect. Are you keeping God holy day? Yeah, and I keep Christmas, his birthday. You ain't no elect.
Preach it, bro.
You ain't no elect. We keep the Passover. We remember his death, not his birthday. Well, that's a lie. That's what he's talking about. He was born on December 25th anyway. This is how God looked down and said, I'm going to mark him, I'm going to mark her, I'm going to mark her, mark him. He's going to make sure that he marks us by our mental thoughts of this word. But when you ain't mentally in it, you can fake me out all day long. You can fake your mom and dad out all day long. But you can't fake this book out and God out. Play with it if you want to. We finished with that?
Yes, sir. Got two more.
Okay, go ahead.
23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall rise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
And they're going to rise up, false Christ. We got a lot of people that came before we were born saying they were Christ. I forgot the dude over there in Waco, Texas, burnt all them folks up in the house, in a complex. I forgot his name, but anyway, he called himself Jesus and they believed him. They kept putting his face on TV. David Koresh, I think. David Koresh. Yeah. And a lot of people died in burning houses. He set the whole complex on fire, killed them all, killed a lot of them. Believing in a false Christ, like he would have saved them. Jim Jones, same thing. Took all the people in the jungle, made them drink Kool-Aid and killed them all out there. We had so many, but the preachers don't tell you about that because he don't want to scare you. You need to know, don't trust me. This how serious this word is. Don't trust me, I'm your pastor, you better trust this book. Period. I might flip. Now he said, whosoever read, let it read what Daniel say, right? Let's go back to Daniel. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1. I ain't no respect no person. Don't respect me, respect what I believe in. If you respect what I believe in, you'll respect me. And there's a thin line between that. Very thin line. Daniel chapter 7 and 1. Said, whosoever read, let him read what Daniel said about what's about to happen in the end. I have a video and everything ready, but I'm going to show you about the empires, but I can go by my mind. Daniel chapter 7, verse 1. Go ahead.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed.
Yes, sir.
Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
So Daniel have a dream that God gave him about the future and the time of the end of the world. But Daniel gonna read a lot of this stuff. He gonna tell people a lot of stuff, but he didn't quite understand it, as most of these pastors in the church don't understand it neither. Go ahead.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strode upon the great sea.
Now, if you tell somebody I seen four winds, when the last time you seen winds?
No, that's right.
Strolling on the sea. You can see what the wind does, but you don't see the wind. So this is metaphorically speaking. Folks say, I seen wind. What color is it? You can't see it. So if you think you understand this, you don't understand it just by that particular scripture. But he's going to tell you. Go ahead.
And the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
So we got four great beasts. These are the Gentile dynasties. All the ones started with Nebuchadnezzar, King Darius, King Cyrus, Alexander the Great, and their four generals. This is history God takes showing Daniel about what's going to happen in the end. And these Gentile or these European or white people are always going to run this world until he come back. Go ahead.
The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it.
That's Nebuchadnezzar. He was the first ruler of Babylon. First ruler that ruled the whole world. Go ahead.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side. And it had three ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh.
That's the Medo-Persian Empire. It was between King Cyrus and Darius. And they destroyed a lot. Go ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it four wings of a fire.
Yes, sir.
The beast had also four heads, and dominion was given to it.
It's the Greek Empire, Alexander the Great. He had four wings on the back. The wings symbolize speed. When Alexander the Great hit the ground, he took over the earth so fast, nobody took over the earth as fast as he did.
That's right.
Real fast. Go ahead.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It divided and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Yes, sir.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
This beast he's talking about is Rome. When Alexander the Great died, his four generals, I think Cassandra, Ptolemy, Lysimachus, and there's another one, but the Ptolemy Empire took over. And that what the Roman Empire came out of that general Ptolemy. And once that came out, that beast was healed. Rome kind of took over, and Rome gonna take over at the end. Right now, we living right now in that time. What Daniel is explaining, he's just running history down from Nebuchadnezzar, King Darius, King Cyrus of the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire with Alexander the Great. All these things have taken place. Now we're down to the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire, or the Catholics, as we say today. Go ahead.
Verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
When they're talking about horn, they're talking about power. Go ahead.
Before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man,
Yes,
and a
sir.
mouth speaking great things.
That's wrong. Go ahead.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
I wonder who that is. That's Jesus. He said, this throne will not be cast down or will not be destroyed until Jesus destroyed. It's going to be around until he gets back. This Roman Empire. This is the end of the time. Right now, Rome is getting their power back. You see the Pope now, they got over billions of members. And if he walked the earth, he always getting praise, kissing his hand, all this stuff. This is the Roman Catholic Church. Go ahead.
His throne was like a fiery flame,
Mm-hmm.
and his wheels as burning fire.
This is Christ he talking about, right here. Said the hair like wool. He's the one going to take him down. So I tell people, stop with all these silly protests. Stop with all this, okay,